Hey guys, what's going on? I got a quick little unboxing of the new Hero Realms. It's basically the new Star Realms card game expansion to it, but it is standalone and has a different theme on it. So this one's a little bit more customizable, and I thought I would go ahead and open the product up and show everybody what's in the box. I don't remember the exact tier that I had ordered, but I do know that I got all the special edition classes like the fighter, the cleric, the wizard, and that was my extra thing that I ordered, the Star Realms promo pack. If you haven't ever played that game, I do highly recommend it. There's also a PC, Mac, Android, and iOS version of it that you can go and download for free and try out. And if you like it, you can buy it for real cheap. Let's see. I got the Thief and the Ranger going on here. I'm not quite sure what these packs are for, to be honest, because I haven't looked at Heroes Realm in a really long time since I backed it on Kickstarter. And let's go ahead and pull out the actual game itself. Now, something that you'll immediately notice if you are a fan of Star Realms or Cthulhu Realms, any of the games that these guys actually do, White Wizards, this is a much better box. Usually the boxes they give you are not very good at all and super flimsy. Let me see if I can find one real quick. So the typical box that they give you is just super flimsy, nothing to it, but their products are generally very, very cheap. So Star Realms will cost you about $15 or so if you get it through Amazon. And this is actually a nice sturdy cardboard box, and I'm going to go ahead and open this as well. If you're wondering what type of knife that I'm using, I'm actually cutting this stuff open with the Ontario Rat version 2. It's about $25 on Amazon, and it's a really great knife. Highly recommend it. Let's see. Looks like we got a rule book. This is, again, a lot better quality than what you typically see from these guys. So I'm pretty excited about this because I am a huge fan of Star Realms. I used to play the digital versions of it a whole lot, but unfortunately there was a lot of cheating that was going on, so I did stop playing. When I did play, I was in the top 200s of the 1,000 people for the leaderboard, and as far as actual art and stuff goes, it's about on par with Epic Card Game, which is another game that these guys do. It looks like a lot of the same graphic design is actually going on as well. And I apologize for the dog barking in the background. He's a little bit unhappy being outside at the moment. So we got this for the base game. I'm not going to go over every single card, but I am going to open up just a little bit of it, see what the card quality is like, see if it's improved from their previous products that they've done. And from what I've noticed so far of just barely touching these cards, it does seem like the card quality, the stock of it, has been improved as well. It just feels a lot more premium. And it looks like it's going to actually play very similar to Star Realms as well. This is a new tap symbol from basically Magic the Gathering is what they're copying here. Sorry guys, but you are. And with it, you would just exhaust it, where you would turn it sideways, and that means that it's been used for the turn. And then this is your power, and I'm guessing this is, actually that would seem to be the life. Looks like that's something like an outpost. I'm going to have to go back and read the rules. It's actually been a long time since I've played. But you can see some of the cards here. And the card art is very good. Dude kind of looks like Patrick Stewart. It's pretty awesome. Alright, let me go ahead and actually open some of the class packs here. I think that's what they are called. Character pack is what they are. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, typically with a Magic the Gathering pack, you would just pull on this back tab here and it would open up. This is pretty stiff. It doesn't want to. Looks like it wants you to open from the top maybe. Maybe I should have looked at this before I started. And it's pretty difficult. Alright, again, everything has the same back. And basically, with the fighters, usually in your typical starting deck, you're going to get something like 2 cards that have attack, and then the rest of them are going to give you currency for the game, so that way you can buy more things. Now it looks like you get an actual champion. It looks like his life is probably going to be the 60 up here in the corner. That's pretty cool. You can turn it around so that you can be either male or female. I really like it when games do that. But this gives you a unique starting deck. So instead of having just the basic cards that I was talking about, it's going to give you some different ones to actually start with. So this is going to produce 3 power instead of 1. And this type of thing right here is just a regular basic card. And you'll notice that they're actually holding this in the palm of their hand. Now, that probably just looks like he's holding a gold piece. But I know from some of the previous other card art, like this one that I've seen right here, where they have the ruby, this is actually called a Magic the Gathering. There was some art done years ago on some of the updated Moxes, and that's basically what they're going for right there. So there's some nice little Easter eggs if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, which those guys are Magic the Gathering pro players, and they're also Hall of Famers and stuff, so they're definitely going to call back to Magic the Gathering. Well, let's see if I can open this one a bit better. Oh, packs are pretty tough to open. I am definitely happy that the quality of the product has been improved. So it looks like he starts with 50 life, and the other one has started with 60 for the fighter. And Fireball, which is pretty synonymous with any type of D&D game or fantasy game or so. Channel, another Magic the Gathering card. Very historic card for it. That's pretty funny. I like that art a lot. So eventually I'll try to do a video where I'm actually playing through the different types of sets and everything. And again, I apologize about the dog barking in the background. I'll see if I can't edit that out as much as possible. I know it's been a while since I've made any videos. You can go and check my Raspberry Pi videos out to basically create a RetroPie, although they're a little bit dated at this point. And I will try to update those in the future with the latest operating system on them. That way you guys can play classic games without having to get the classic Nintendos or anything, because it plays everything from PlayStation back to the beginning of video games and television, whatever it is that you want to play. So we got a cleric that has 55. Let's check out the other art. I think the female looks a lot better. Again, we got some basic cards, and then you got a few unique cards to go with the starting deck. So we got the wizard, the fighter, the cleric, and there should be a thief. Where is the thief at? I'm pretty positive that there's a thief anyways. Maybe this is it. Which is weird because it's not in the same type of packaging that this is. But let's open it and find out. Yeah, unfortunately they didn't do like how the cigarette packs and stuff have it, the cigarette candy, where you could just pull over here and then just undo all of this cellophane wrapping. Yeah, so it looks like this is the pack that I was looking for. Looks like it gives you a scenario, maybe? Oh, there's a thief ability. Alright, looks like the other pack is going to be a Ranger. Alright, so the Ranger has 58 health points. See what the female looks like. I don't really like that art, to be honest. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at these cards as well. This was part of the base game that it comes with. It was about $5 per character pack or so in the Kickstarter. I imagine it's going to be a lot cheaper when it's actually sold on Amazon. Give you an idea what some of the cards look like. That dude looks pretty cool. Nice artwork. Yeah, so a lot of basic cards. That's something that they improved on as well. Instead of dealing 1 damage, because you typically start with around 50 health points, you now deal 2 damage to start with instead of just 1 for the basic card, like how this one is. So I think you only get 1 of these, and then you get maybe 2 of these or something. I'm not quite sure. And let's see, we got 1 more pack to open. Let's see what's inside of it. So it looks like that final pack is basically different. I guess you could say that they're a quest. Yeah, they're a co-op challenge so that you can play together. I typically do not enjoy playing co-op anything. Okay, so these are tokens, so that's nice that they include some tokens for you. Usually in their games they do double-sided tokens. So this one's a Legionnaire along with a zombie, and it's nice. I like the artwork as well on both of them. Looks like those are the only 2 types of tokens at the moment. We have items, and I'm assuming that stay around. That looks similar to something like Sword of Fire and Ice from Magic the Gathering, Sword of Light and Shadow. Yeah, overall, I definitely like the look and feel of all the components a whole lot better. It just has a real nice texture to it. And I'm going to go ahead and sleeve it up as well. The type of sleeves that I typically use are LATCG sleeves. The type of sleeves that I typically use for just my cheap games and everything are the LATCG sleeves. These usually come in about $2,500 for a pack, the entire pack that it comes in, and it's about $25. It's a little bit less than that on Amazon. So these are slightly thicker than penny sleeves, but they are really great additions whenever it is that you want to sleeve up some of your games and don't want to spend a ton of money on them. So you can see that they're not the highest quality sleeve on the planet, but they are pretty nice. And let's go ahead and sleeve up a card to show you what it looks like, how it actually fits. So it has a pretty nice little fit. It has a pretty good feel to it. I mean, it could be a bit better. I typically prefer the Ultra Pro clears for all my games, but that was getting pretty expensive. I was spending a lot more on sleeves than I was for a lot of games, and this way you can just sleeve up pretty much everything in your collection really easily, because I have a ton of games. I have several hundred games, and it's a nice cost-effective solution for it to keep everything going. And since I've started sleeving these up, I haven't had any sleeves actually break on me, but I have had some of the sleeves just out of the package here that have been completely unusable. They've just been like completely crinkled up in the top or somewhere along the card or whatever that makes it where you just can't use it at all. But out of 2,500 sleeves, I want to say it was less than 20, so it's definitely manageable. I haven't ever contacted the company about it, but who knows, they might replace them for you or so if you actually do ask for it. But alright, I hope you enjoyed the video, and you guys have a great day. I'll try to actually get some gameplay footage in as well in the future.